Almost 4 years ago, we introduced you to a hunting club called Darby's Warrior Support. Members hail from a very exclusive group, career Special Forces personnel. Its founders have hit on a formula that offers a unique therapy to these military heroes, but the amenities are about to get a huge upgrade.
We provide them an all-inclusive weekend of hunting and fishing. We started with duck hunting. We've since expanded to deer hunting, goose hunting, and some trout fishing.
You'd have no problem lining up well-heeled hunters buying into that kind of offer. Too bad most of us can't join. The initiation is very specific.
We were really looking to serve the men and women that did the heavy lifting in our country's longest war.
By heavy lifting, retired Colonel Sean Daniel means the men and women of what he calls the Special Forces community.
These men and women were deployed 6 months, home 6 months, and repeated that cycle for the entirety of the war. That's some heavy lifting, and those are the people that we're looking to serve.
Daniel used to be a part of that community. About 20 years ago, he bragged to his fellow Army Rangers about the good hunting back in his Arkansas home. The hunting trips that came from that, like this one from 2020, evolved into Darby's Warrior Support, named for the Fort Smith World War II hero who founded the modern-day Rangers. The support part became apparent almost immediately.
It's a chance to be with old teammates, see how everybody's doing. It's a chance to just decompress a little bit. It's a chance to spend some time around a handful of other folks that have traveled the road that you're traveling.
I actually came out as a guest before I retired, and it was everything that I didn't know I needed.
And now Nick Newert is joined Daniel in expanding that everything. These retired heroes will soon be humble innkeepers.
So we started looking for a piece of property, started working with an architect to develop plans for a 10-bedroom lodge that if you max out every bed, we can sleep 26.
That's the foundation for where the lodge is going to go.
Newert went from Special Forces sergeant to special project designer. A lodge, a well-stocked fishing pond, 2 shooting ranges, sporting clays along the tree line. An all-inclusive resort for a very exclusive group.
They're not expecting to have all the bells and whistles. They expect to come and sleep in a sleeping bag and roast hot dogs around a campfire. And it's shocking to them in the sense that they're not expecting that kind of treatment.
Daniel admits the future Patriot Outpost is the fantasy treehouse he always wanted to make.
It's going to be a nice treehouse, and it's going to do a lot of good.
A lot of good thanks to therapy that goes beyond words.
Until you've sat in a duck blind with friends, teammates that you've shared some really hard days with overseas and watched the sunrise and the sunset, until you've done that, don't ask why. It's incredibly therapeutic.
Daniel tells me the hunting on opening weekend of duck season proved to be a challenge, but as you heard those gentlemen say, it's not about how many birds you bag. It's about the bonds you renew. They hope to have the lodge built by the summer and be ready to host guests next fall.
Sean, it's with pleasure that Rainwater Holton Sexton gives you this $1,000 check for your important work with the Darby Warriors.
And we'd like to give you this Saluting Heroes Award.
Thank you very much, sir. We will certainly put this to good use.